All right. Took me a second, but I am live now and I am so excited to be here. I will be here every Wednesday. I know I said 9 a.m. I am switching it to 9:30. I now actually go to an infrared sauna in the morning on Wednesdays, and it just was too crazy this morning. So I will be coming on live on YouTube at 9:30 every Wednesday morning, Central Standard Time. Okay, so from wherever you're watching, that's where I will be. Today, I'm actually talking about infrared saunas, and I am so excited. What if raising your body temperature actually helps you fight infection? Okay, so keep in mind as I go through this video that I am an integrative health practitioner. I am not a doctor, so if you are doing something new in your diet or your lifestyle, it is always important to speak with your medical health professional to see if that is something that you can do with your body. Okay. So let's talk about heat, immunity, and infrared therapy. Okay. It is so exciting. I absolutely love this because it is something that is so beneficial, not only just for relaxation, but for on a cellular level, on your immunity health. It is so important. Okay. So, heat and immunity. Okay. When your body naturally raises its temperature, it's kind of like your body is like it uses heat, like a fever. Okay. And so it helps to fight infection, right? It's your body's understanding, okay, when I get hot, I am fighting infection. And as your body gets used to that or better at that, it is easier for it to fight infection. This process is called hyperthermia. Um, it's when your temperature rises and your immune system activates. It's so cool. Like, what happens in the body? It causes increase in heat shock proteins, and this helps with repairing the cells. Okay, because especially as we get older, our cells are don't repair as quickly as they did when we were younger, and so it is important to let's help ourselves, right? It is so fun and it is so exciting. It actually infrared saunas, actually infrared therapy. It helps boost nitric oxide. Okay, so it improves your blood flow and your immune response. Okay, so if you have circulation issues, this helps improve the blood flow in your body. Okay, with by boosting that nitric oxide. So cool. It also supports white blood cell activity, right? So boosting your immune system also boosts the white blood cell um, activity in the body, right? They kind of go hand in hand. A simple protocol. Okay, so let's say you are new to infrared saunas and you have no idea where to begin or how to start. Okay, so we start small. 15-minute sessions, right? You don't need anything crazy to begin with, especially you want your body to kind of get used to it, right? And there are many different kinds of infrared saunas out there. You want to make sure you have a high quality infrared sauna and that it's actually doing what it's supposed to do. Okay. I think it's called Sunlight Sun. I think that's what it's called. That's a good brand. But you want to do it 2 to 3 times per week when you're starting out. 15-minute sessions, 2 to 3 times per week, and start at a low temperature and gradually increase that. Okay, you don't want to start out like 45 minutes, 140 temperature, and then you're in there for every day. Like your body needs time to get used to what's happening and what it's supposed to be doing and what's going on. Okay, so there you can increase. I would say start at 100, temp, two times a week, 15-minute sessions for a few weeks. And then build up from there. Maybe add in a third session, and then build up from there, adding it to 120 degrees and 30 minutes or whatever it may be. Slowly add up. You do not need anything more than 15 minutes. They're depending on the infrared that is going into the body, whether it's near, mid, or far. You that's how much it gets into the body, right? So near infrared, it gets into the body about 2 inches, which is so cool. It helps the body within that that range, which if you think about like that, that's a lot if you, into your body, right? At a cellular level, that is so important. It is awesome. So mid would be a little bit less, and then far would be a little bit less than that. Um, so it's all based on what you're looking for in support. They are all beneficial, right? Near, mid, and far. And some of the good infrared saunas actually offer all of them, right? Depending on the program you choose or how long you're in there, they show if it's near infrared, mid infrared, and far infrared, or if it's just one or the other, or two of the three, whatever it is. So you can actually see what is going on. There's also the sauna has red light therapy in there, so that is huge for the body. But I can keep going off on tangents, but we will stick to what I have here. So why infrared? Why use that? Okay, so because it uses that light therapy, not just hot air. Okay, so what it does is it can penetrate into the body up to 2 inches into the body, and it heats the body directly. So it's not the infrared, the light therapy. It's heating the body rather than just heating the air and then heating the body, right? You're not just sitting in hot air that starts to heat the body, which that there's benefit to just sweating, right? But that's a different kind of benefit. So if you have a different kind of sauna that's not infrared, the sweating is great. There's nothing wrong with that. It detoxes the body. It helps, it helps, detox the body. Okay. But the infrared, it actually starts heating the body on the inside, right? And not just the body or the air on the outside. And 80% of that energy goes into heating the body rather than the air. So that's pretty cool because when you have just a steam sauna, that's different. It heats the air more than it heats the body. Okay. So benefits you may notice about using an infrared sauna would be reduced inflammation, deep relaxation. That is key, especially if you're a mom. I know I support a lot of moms here. If you can get that 15 minutes in 3 times a week, wow, like you get that relaxation in the body and you get all of the health benefits. That is huge. Okay. Improve circulation. So let's say like you have Raynaud's or something of that sort, or it just improves the circulation. So it gets oxygen to the body throughout the body as needed too. It's so cool. Pain relief, so muscle and joint aches. You can also do some stretching and yoga while you're in the infrared sauna, depending on your how big the sauna is. Okay, support skin health, so eczema and acne. It may also support your metabolism. Okay, so that's where some people may notice some weight shifts because of the metabolism that the infrared sauna actually helps support. Okay, so at a cellular level, what it does is it supports your mitochondria. So in your cell, there's a mitochondria in the middle of the cell, and that's something that is really hard to fix or help as you get older, right? We lose a lot as we age, and it is harder for it to regenerate, right? To become more active and energized in our body as we age. And so there are things that we need to do to help our mitochondria, whether that be with diet, certain mitochondria cell. Um, I use something in my water to help my mitochondria, but also the infrared sauna helps your mitochondria, your energy producers. So it helps with ATP production, which is cellular energy. It's not caffeine energy, it's cellular energy at a cellular level. Okay. And it promotes cellular repair. You can notice these things in the skin too, with when it comes to wrinkles, sagging, just different things. Cellular promotes cellular repair in the body. Okay. Organ cells, like all of the cells in our body. Okay. Circulation and heart health. Heat actually causes blood vessel dilation, which improves oxygen delivery throughout the body, and it can support blood pressure. Healthy blood pressure, brain and longevity support. It may support cognitive health. It also helps increase antioxidant activity in the body, like antioxidant activity. Okay. Did you hear that right? Like antioxidant activity in the body, the natural form, like in the body. Okay. You don't have to go and get an antibiotic. Antioxidants in the body can help, right? Now, I'm not saying don't go get antibiotics, but there's a time and a place that it can be needed. Okay. Hormonal and thyroid support, it can support overall thyroid function, help for those managing autoimmune conditions like Hashimoto's with thyroiditis, also anything with the thyroid, hypothyroidism. Infrared saunas are huge for that. It can help support the body. So we want to support our body while we're in an infrared sauna. Okay. Well, you're before you go in the sauna, drink lots of water. While you're in the sauna, drink lots of water. And when you're out of the sauna, drink lots of water. But not just water. You want to add in those electrolytes, especially maybe during and after. We want to get those into the body. We want our the electrolytes actually help hydrate the body, and you can actually make your natural Gatorade that I talk to a lot of my clients about, which is a cup of water with some Celtic sea salt, and then either a lime or a splash of coconut water. This is a great way to get your electrolytes in, and it is a healthy way rather than some of the powders out there that have way too high sodium and some of them we don't even know um, the sources of the sodium. Okay. So eat more fruits and vegetables, especially ones that are hydrating, like watermelon and celery. Um, don't overdo it. Okay. Consistency beats intensity. Excuse me. So, like I said, if you're consistent with the 3 times a week, 15 minutes a day, that is so awesome rather than um, trying to do like an hour and not being consistent with it, right? You do an hour here and there and it's not being consistent. Okay. After your session, you want to try to like keep some of the heat in. I know sometimes we want to like, oh, I need to cool out, but you want to kind of try to keep some of the heat in and you want to slowly cool down. Okay. You also want to rinse off in the shower, usually listen to your body after the sauna or while you're in the sauna, listen to your body. If you are feeling anything inside of a sauna that is not normal or a little bit scary, get out, drink some water, talk to someone nearby, go see your doctor, whatever it may be. Okay. Like I said, you need to talk to your doctor before you do anything different in your diet or lifestyle. Important note again, start small, start slow. It is so awesome. And then build your tolerance from there. Always adjust based on how you feel. Okay. If you are not feeling well, um, I'm not sure I would, depending on how sick you're feeling. If it's just like a little cold, then the infrared sauna would be very beneficial. If you're like completely fatigued, the infrared sauna is going to make you more fatigued. So let's, listen to our body in that aspect. We want to support our body and not make it more depleted, right? Especially if we're already dehydrated, we don't want to dehydrate ourselves even more by sweating in an infrared sauna. All right. So, if you're serious about improving your health from the inside out and understanding your body, I start with a comprehensive health assessment and we build a personalized plan. There's a link below. We can start there. Otherwise, I hope that you learned a lot when it comes to infrared saunas. You can, yeah, contact me or comment below if you have any questions, and you guys have a wonderful day.